Do you ever feel like you're just drifting through life, waking up each day with no real direction, no clarity, just the same loop on repeat, like you're moving, but going nowhere? It's a heavy feeling. And if you've made it this far in the video, don't click away, because this might be exactly what you need to hear. The truth is, we all feel lost at some point, especially in a world filled with noise, pressure, and endless distractions. Feeling lost isn't failure. It's a signal, a sign that something inside is ready to change. In this video, we'll dive into why you feel this way and how to break free using the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. The Stoics taught that when you align your thoughts, your actions, and your focus with what you can control, life begins to feel lighter, clearer, purposeful. So if you're tired of wandering in circles and you're ready to reclaim your path, keep watching, because this might be the moment everything starts to make sense. 1. Lack of control, the root of feeling lost. If you've made it this far, don't stop now, because this could be the one idea that shifts everything. One of the biggest reasons we feel lost in life is because we're constantly trying to control what was never ours to manage. We worry about how people see us, the weight of expectations, or the uncertainty of the future. And in chasing control over the uncontrollable, we lose control over ourselves. The Stoics knew this deeply. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor with the world on his shoulders, still reminded himself daily that his power wasn't in ruling an empire, but in ruling his own mind. The more we obsess over what's outside of us, the more we drift. But when we return our focus to what's within, our thoughts, our actions, our responses, clarity begins to rise. Let go of what isn't yours to carry. Focus on what is, and you'll find that the fog of confusion slowly begins to lift. 2. Lack of purpose, the power of values. If you've stayed with us this far, don't pause now, because this might be the real reason you feel lost. Another major cause of that empty, drifting feeling is the absence of purpose. Not the kind written on vision boards or shouted on social media, but the quiet kind that comes from knowing what you truly stand for. The Stoics taught that a meaningful life begins with living in alignment with your values. Without clear principles to guide you, life starts to feel hollow, like you're chasing something but never quite catching. When we let external things, money, fame, status, define our direction, we often arrive at success only to feel nothing. Seneca warned about this very trap. He wrote that chasing what the world celebrates leads to confusion and emptiness. Instead, he urged us to root ourselves in inner virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, discipline. When you identify what truly matters to you, not what society says should matter, you begin to move with intention. Purpose returns. Direction sharpens. You don't need applause. You don't need permission. You need a life. Live from your core values, and the feeling of being lost will no longer recognize you. The power of reflection, clarity through self-awareness. If you're still here, it means something inside you is searching, and this next truth might help you find what you've been missing. Many of us feel lost not because we're weak, but because we never truly pause. We move from task to task, screen to screen, day to day, without ever asking the deeper question: who am I? What do I want? Why do I feel this way? The Stoics believe that clarity doesn't come from the outside, it comes from within. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in history, wrote, "Meditation's not for fame, but for himself, a private practice of reflection." He asked himself hard questions. He examined his actions without ego, and in doing so, he found focus in the chaos. Reflection is not weakness. It's a warrior's pause, a moment to look inward before moving forward. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What brings me peace? Not pleasure, but peace. Where does my energy feel most alive? Self-reflection is how you reclaim your path. by clearing away the noise and tuning back into your own inner compass. The more you know yourself, the less lost you'll feel. All steps. If you've stayed this long, it means something in you is ready to change. And this is where change begins. One reason we feel lost is because we're staring too far ahead, overwhelmed by the big picture, paralyzed by everything we think we need to fix. But the Stoics taught us something simple, powerful, and often forgotten. Don't chase the entire mountain. Just take the next step. Epictetus, a man born a slave who became one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, reminded us that what truly matters is always right in front of us. Our actions, our thoughts, our responses. You don't have to figure out your whole life today. You just have to do one thing, one small action that aligns with who you want to become. Your bed, have the hard conversation, write one honest sentence, go for the walk, say no to the thing that drains you. Small steps might not look like progress, but they are the bricks that build purpose. The Stoic path isn't about having all the answers. It's about taking one clear, courageous action, even in the fog. And over time, that fog begins to lift. 5. Embrace change, the freedom in letting go. If you've made it this far, don't stop now, because this last truth might just be the most important. One of the deepest roots of feeling lost is our resistance to change. Life shifts, seasons turn, and yet we cling to what's familiar, even when it no longer serves us. The Stoics remind us change is not the enemy. It's the very nature of life, and when we fear it, we waste energy fighting what was always meant to move. Epictetus taught that everything in life is in flux. Our peace comes not from holding on, but from letting go with grace. Change isn't chaos. It's the forge, where confusion becomes clarity, where endings become new beginnings, and we stop fearing what we can't control and start embracing uncertainty as part of the path. We gain something priceless, peace. So ask yourself, can you surrender what no longer fits to make space for who you're becoming? Because that's what this journey is about. Not perfection, not having it all figured out, but align it step by step, breath by breath. And if this message resonated with you, share your thoughts below. What steps are you taking to find your way again? Are you already walking the Stoic path, or is this your first step? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If this video gave you value, give it a thumbs up. It helps more than you know. And if you're ready to keep walking this path with us, hit subscribe. Because here, we don't run from the storm. We become it.